Ghosting job applicants happens in the development and humanitarian aid sectors. Yes, it absolutely happens, and more often than many in both sectors and many other industries would like to admit. Despite being organizations that champion dignity, fairness, and transparency, many aid and development agencies display a surprisingly poor level of communication and professionalism during recruitment. In a world where everyone deserves a chance, development and aid organizations proudly lead the way, from refugee camps to recruitment adverts. They talk about fairness. They hold conferences on inclusion. They launch campaigns about dignity. And then, the moment you apply for a job, they vanish. Welcome to Humanitarian HR, the only department where invisibility is both a skill and a strategy. I thought they'd at least send a rejection email. I mean, they preach dignity, right? You saw the post on Relief Web. The job description was vague but emotional. We're looking for a passionate change maker who thrives under pressure, loves teamwork, and can survive on expired per diems. You pour your heart into the cover letter, the essay-length one that says, "Dear HR, I'm basically the human embodiment of your mission statement." You upload your CV, again because the system wants it both as PDF and Word doc. You hit submit. The portal says, "Thank you for your application." And that, dear applicant, was your first and last communication from an organization dedicated to giving voice to the voiceless. Inside HQ, the HR team scrolls through 200 applications while complaining about capacity gaps. They shortlist 3. One is an internal candidate already doing the job. One is the cousin of someone who used to work at HQ. And the third is there to make it look competitive. Everyone else? Ghosted. But don't worry, you'll hear back only if shortlisted, which is HR language for, "We're never, ever, ever getting back to you." If you do get called for an interview, congratulations! You've entered stage 2, the Humanitarian Hunger Games. You'll do a written test, a panel interview, a psychometric assessment, and maybe a simulation of log frame design under pressure. Then, silence again. Because HR has to consult internally, which usually means the project might not even exist anymore. Funding was delayed, priorities shifted, the donor changed direction, or the country director suddenly decided to localize the role by hiring their old colleague from another posting. The irony is delicious. These are the same institutions that write 60-page manuals on accountability to affected populations. But when it comes to accountability to applicants, the affected population is you. And your right to feedback is treated like a restricted grant. At HQ, ghosting isn't considered rude. It's considered efficient. They call it streamlining the recruitment process. Translation: we don't have time for basic decency. And here's where it gets painful. Many of those ghosted candidates, they're from the very communities these organizations claim to empower. Brilliant local professionals, trained, experienced, ready to contribute, treated as disposable inbox clutter by institutions that fly in consultants to write reports on building local capacity. The irony writes itself. They call it capacity building, But when locals apply, it becomes capacity ghosting. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Ghosting thrives because accountability stops at the donor report. The culture rewards outputs, not empathy. You can publish a report on restoring dignity in conflict zones, but not a spreadsheet showing how many candidates you ignored. And yet, these are human beings, not project codes. Each ignored email is a small act of hypocrisy, a reminder that dignity is easier to advocate for than to practice. So, how do we fix this humanitarian horror story? Step 1. Humanize HR. If you believe in dignity, practice it. If someone took time to apply, they deserve closure. A 2-line email costs nothing, except maybe your habit of indifference. Step 2. Automate empathy. If you can't find time, let the software do it. Modern HR tools can send polite rejections automatically. Because even a robot can be kinder than some recruiters. Step 3. Transparency isn't a threat. If funding falls through, say so. If the post was filled internally, say so. If the project died, tell people. Honesty doesn't ruin your reputation, silence does. Step 4. Hold organizations accountable. Just as they demand transparency from local NGOs, maybe it's time donors ask, do you treat your applicants with the same respect you demand for your beneficiaries? Because values aren't just for the field. They belong in your inbox too. At the end of the day, ghosting may seem small, but it reveals something big. An aid system that preaches empathy, but forgets courtesy. That celebrates inclusion, but practices exclusion. That promotes dignity, but doesn't dignify those who knock on its door. If leaving no one behind truly means something, it should start with not leaving people hanging in the inbox or in life. Hit the like button like it's a donor report deadline. Share it widely with your colleagues, especially the ones who still say capacity building with a straight face. And subscribe to AID-ICULOUS, where good intentions go to die hilariously.